Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We are from Group 8. So currently we have choose Elta Fence for our case studies, which is analysis of his cost management. And the trademark for this company is sustainable air movement. Moving on, so this is our table of content, which is company background, industry overview, costing method, indirect cost, direct cost, high demand for the product, improving productivity and reducing cost, and then main challenge, and the last one is recommendation.
Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad SYAFI bin Ahmad Shukri. My matrix number is 2210285. Okay, I will be explaining about company background. In 1972, Roger Crook and John Snape began by producing single-phase long-case action fans and fans for commercial ovens under the company name of low-temperature applications in the United Kingdom. Then in 1976, they renamed the low temperature applications into Elta Fence Limited, or they take LTA from low temperature applications, then they add E to commercialize the name. Then in 1991, the ongoing growth of the business allows Elta Fence to relocate to a custom-built 1,200 meter square manufacturing and office premises in Farnham, Hampshire, UK. The rapid growth of this industry then made them, in 1998, to build a purposely built facility alongside the existing Farnham building. So they built a factory near or alongside the already existing building, um, and they specified this facility to innovate and to manufacture uh, many kind of fans and push the product innovation to a whole new level. Okay, then in 2006, Elta fans successfully began to manufacture and sold in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia under the name Elta Fan Tech. Then in 2010, they installed a new state-of-the-art no-diff plunging machine in the Kuala Lumpur facility to support the need for larger and increasingly complex components to meet the requirements of customers around the world. Okay, so basically, Nodi is a very famous company in manufacturing industry where they build machine purposefully built for many industry in this world. Okay, then in 2015, they installed a 5-ton twin hoist crane to increase production capabilities of larger fans in line with customer and market requirements. As we know, Elta fans are involved in many industry in this world. Okay, then in 2018, Elta Fans Asia launches at the Cracks exhibition in Bengaluru, India. So, a Cracks exhibition it stands for Apex of South Asia's heating, ventilation, and air conditioning industry in India. So they specified this exhibition for for company who is specified in this industry. Okay, next one is industry overview. Okay, so Elta Fans involved in industrial, commercial, and residential sector. Okay, for industrial sector, Elta Fans they provide products that are tolerant of toxic and unstable compounds that are ideal for this complex market. Okay, so be it in marine, in oil and gas industry, and even in defense and military industry, they use products from Elta Fans Limited. They need sometimes they need the fans, sometimes they need air ventilation system. They use this kind of product from Elta Fans Limited. Okay, then for commercial sector, Elta Fans provide range of commercial ventilation that are used in education institution, in hospital, in medical and healthcare sector, in sports places, and even in commercial retail. They use products from Elta Fans Limited. Okay, so for residential sector, uh, Elta Fans provides a ventilation system to improve indoor air quality. As we know that with inadequate ventilation, the air inside of your house, your residential area, can be up to 5 times more polluted than the air outside. So our body needs good air quality for to keep it healthy and function well.
Okay, so next I will continue for the main part of this company analysis project, which is about costing. After the interview with the company, we have been told that Elta Fans Sdn Bhd use job costing as their costing method. This can be seen clearly as for each of their production, they produce based on the order from the customer, and the cost of each of the production can be said is high cost. So that is the reason why they make production based on customer order instead of make production in bulk. They want to avoid the possibility of them not recovering their investment in the production due to the sale is not what like they have planned. So if they already make production in bulk and the cost is also high for each of the production, but at the end the sale is not what like they planned, they have the possibility to be bankrupt because they already spend more a lot, but what they gain is not like what they planned. So that is the reason why they make production based on customer order. And I think it is suitable for all company that incur a huge amount during production process to use job costing in their costing as their costing method. Not only that, as the product is expensive, so each customer also have their own preference for the adjustment of the original product. It can be said, even though we sell 2 units of the same product to different customer, each of it will incur different costs. For example, customer A maybe is a bit complicated, so they want to make a lot of adjustment. A lot of adjustment will need a lot material and also more direct labor hour spent. So that will make the total cost is higher compared to if the customer just buy the original product. So the cost is lower. And for the cost measurement, the company use normal costing, which is they just take the actual amount of direct material and actual amount of direct labor spent in specific production. And for indirect cost, they calculate based on overhead rate. So how they set the overhead rate for each month is basically they depend on the production. If the production of the month is high, they estimate the overhead for that month is also high, and then from the estimation they come up with the rate of overhead, and then they calculate the amount of overhead for that month. However, if the production in that month is low, so they estimate the overhead cost incur is also low, which they will come up with lower rate of overhead and lower total of overhead costs. So next part is about how the company allocate or assign their overhead costs. So basically the method used by Elta Fans Sdn Bhd is activity based. In this method, our overhead are assigned based on different activity in the production process. As we all know, different product may incur different level of overhead activity. Therefore, assigning overhead based on activity will make the overhead cost assigned is more accurate compared if the company use single rate to calculate the overhead cost. Not only that, it will be more fair to allocate overhead based on activity because, like what I just mentioned, different product have different degree of overhead consumed. So, if calculate using a single rate, they may have a possibility of a product that their overhead is over allocated, and they also have a probability of a product with under allocated of overhead costs. When we wrongly calculate the cost of specific product, it may affect the pricing of that product. For example, if the company wrongly calculate the overhead cost as they accidentally over allocated it, therefore the total cost will be higher and the price also will be more expensive due to the company need to cover the high cost. If the product is too expensive, the customer may seek for other option in the market, which will make the company out of the market because of the price that they set. So that is the reason why costing seem to be a crucial part in the company and need to be monitored carefully. So therefore, in order for a company to stay competitive in the market, calculation of cost need to be done correctly so that the company can come up with better price of their product.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So my name is Mamat and AQIL. Moving on for the direct cost, which include the direct material and also the direct labor. So for the direct material, this company Elta is using the bill of material, which lists the exact of material needed for each material. So for example, the ventilation itself need a screw, a motor, and blade for the fan, and so on. So why the bill of material this is important for this company? So the important of BOM, bill of material, is to ensure that all material are accounted, so there is no overcosting and also the undercosting. Next, direct labor. So the direct labor, the company Elta is used labor hours work times by fixed labor rate. Okay, so for example, the labor rate are 20 ringgit, and then he work for 5 hours. Then the 20 ringgit will times by 5, and the calculation will be 100. So 100 will is the labor cost for the company. So why the direct labor is important for this company? So it's to provide an accurate measure of manpower cost for each project or product. Okay, moving on for the high demand product. So why this ventilation is high demand? So the first one is for this ventilation is essential for air circulation and safety compliance, and this adaptation also is integral to large infrastructure project. So like the first picture is in the tunnel, the ventilation in the tunnel, like they said in the Trong Menora, and then the second is parking lots and also the shopping complex. There are some. So these three main product is the main income for these Elta to generate their profit.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is AMRAN bin MUHARAM. So next, I'm going to explain about the initiatives that Elta take in order to improve productivity and reduce the overall cost of production. These initiatives are needed for the business's survival, growth, competitiveness, and also profitability. The first strategy that Elta apply is by utilizing their engineering software. By doing this, they get to avoid their machines from over-designing in the production. Over-design is when the machine is allocating more materials than it should. So when the machines are using the exact amount of materials that it should when producing, the company gets to avoid enduring more costs for materials. Next, Elta also apply Kaizen activity among themselves. Kaizen activity is when the team gathers and does analysis to make continuous improvement for their products without affecting its quality. They mainly focus on how to improve production time by determining what process can be sped up to reduce the labor cost and reduce the overall cost. Lastly, the initiative they take to improve productivity is by finding common errors or errors that frequently occur during production. This is to reduce the labor hours that will increase from the time taken to solve these errors during production. So we conclude that less errors will lead to lesser labor hours.
So after conducting an interview with Elta we identified several key challenges that they face in their costing system.
So there are three main points, which is currency issue, fluctuating raw material prices, and non-standardized product. So we'll go through currency issue first, which is Elta fans encounters fluctuations in exchange rates which directly affect their import and export costs. Next one is inflation in both home and foreign markets adds to the complexity of managing expenses. And last one is there's the constant risk of currency devaluation or appreciation of managing expenses. Second point is fluctuation of raw material prices. So, price volatility in global markets is another major problem. Seasonal variation impacts both the availability and cost of raw materials, and their dependency on specific suppliers or regions also creates vulnerability in maintaining cost consistency. And for the non-standardized product, a lack of uniform specification often leads to inconsistent costing. Variation in quality or design further complicate the process. Finally, they face challenges in benchmarking costs due to the diverse range of products and specifications they handle. So despite these challenges, Elta Fans has maintained stability through thorough analysis and proactive measures. However, these areas remain critical for improving their costing management strategies. So after detecting challenges, we propose several recommendations and innovations that can help Elta Fans refine their costing system and maintain their competitive edge in the industry. So, for the recommendation, the first recommendation is to hire qualified personnel. One of the first steps is to ensure that the costing team is staffed with highly skilled and experienced professionals. Their expertise in financial management and industry-specific costing can help identify inefficiencies, optimize processes, and reduce error. Next one is monitor labor timing. It is important to establish mechanism to monitor labor hours accurately. Overruns in production times and escalate costs. By keeping a close watch on labor timing, the company can improve efficiency and allocate resources more effectively. And the last one is to develop standard templates to streamline costing system process. Standardization is key to reducing complexity and inconsistency in costing. By creating standardized templates tailored to Elta Fans operations, the company can ensure uniformity in calculations and improve the accuracy of cost estimates. So, for future innovation and technology, the company conclude that they want to come up with brand new software implementation with HQ. And the next one is they want to optimize their costing system and they use system that is related to what HQ is using. And the last one is to adapt to evolving industry standards because they want to remain competitive. So Elta Fans must stay updated with the latest industry standards, adopting innovative costing techniques and ensuring compliance with regulatory changes will position the company as a forward-thinking player in the market. So for the last main point is ensuring competitiveness in the industry. So the way they want to ensure competitiveness industry is by first conduct, evaluate, and improvise based on customers' feedback. So listening to customers' feedback is crucial. And the last one is discount. So they want to offer a discount to target their loyal customers or bulk buyers so they can maintain a long-term relationship and improve sales volume. Okay, that's all from us. Thank you.